Paramilitary prisoners home for Christmas. Relatives of victims protest. A dark day for Blair. 2 senior cabinet ministers resign over loan scandal. New figures for BSE reveal the highest number of cases in 10 years. And why there'll be no fun at the fair in Cork this Christmas. Good evening. The Northern Secretary has defended her decision to free 170 jailed paramilitaries for Christmas. Meanwhile, a woman whose parents were killed in the 1993 Shankill Road bombing chained herself to a gate at the Maze prison in protest over the release of the IRA man convicted of carrying out the explosion. But the prisoner was released through a side entrance to avoid a confrontation. Here, the Department of Justice has confirmed that 17 IRA inmates have been released on Christmas parole.
As the first of the 170 Loyalist and Republican prisoners were being freed from the Maze, Michelle Williamson, whose mother and father were killed in the Shankill Road bombing, handcuffed herself to a turnstile gate in protest at the decision to allow the paramilitaries 10 days holiday parole. She wanted to confront the IRA bomber Sean Kelly, who carried out the Shankill bombing, but the prison authorities, fearing ugly scenes in front of the media if the two met, smuggled Kelly out through another door, well away from Miss Williamson and from the cameras.
I'm just disappointed that he couldn't actually face me. You know, I'm nobody. You know, just proves to me just the coward he is.
This is Mo Mowlam, David Trimble's mess this morning. And they have to try and clear this up because the people are not going to allow these prisoners' issue to go away. It's here to stay and we have to address it. And the way it's been addressed by the government is not acceptable this morning.
From then on, there was a steady stream of releases as the paramilitary prisoners were greeted by relatives and friends. Amongst the first of the Loyalists to be freed were the Milltown Cemetery killer Michael Stone and the Shankill Road UFF leader Johnny Adair. They were surrounded by supporters and whisked away from the Maze prison car park without making any comment. The paramilitary prisoners being released here today will have 10 days at home with their families over Christmas. When they return here in the new year, many of them will be beginning the preparations for permanent freedom under the terms of the Good Friday Agreement. Brendan Wright, RTE News at the Maze prison.